So you can change anything, but the process of change is within yourself. It's not an external circumstance. You go up against external circumstances just so that you can find out where the boundaries are and the limitations are within yourself. And when you transcend the limitations of those boundaries within yourself, you'll either find the boundary, the external problem is not there, or it's transformed into something where you're either no longer interested in that because you've transcended the need to experience that, or it's become totally interesting and you've mastered it. But it's totally an inner game, the whole thing.
And the whole key to what he said is process, right? That process unfolds for everybody differently, and if it's instantaneous, you may not make the distinctions that you need to make in order to recognize what your perceived boundaries were. So you can leverage time in order to make those distinctions so that you recognize, because time is not real, but it can be your friend, right? You can use time as a way to determine what it is that you perceive to be your limitations and your boundaries. And once you've got it, boom, things happen instantaneously. And it's scary in a good way.
Okay.
But don't go crazy over it.
Part of the fun is the frustration along the journey. It really is. I mean, if I could pick up the guitar and play anything that's in my head, which is like, I'm thinking of like this great guitar player, Steve Vai. You know, he can play anything. But he had to spend 25, 30 years to be able to play anything. But now that he can, it's an effortless journey, but now it becomes, can I create something that is beautiful, that matches my skill set and amplifies my journey. It's always about dissatisfaction, not about satisfaction.
So the frustration comes from the perceived gap between what is inspiring you and what that desire is, and then where you think that marker is externally. That's what creates the dissatisfaction and the frustration. So if you can move into that gap and notice what you notice as you move into the gap, then the gap lessens and there is no difference between what's inside of you and what's outside of you.